I would say Macy's, Sears, JCPenney, Kmart. I wouldn't say Kohl's because I feel like they're a little bit savvier. That group of retailers is like now on life support, and I don't see. They're going to obviously have to close a lot of stores, but essentially, I hope no private equity company buys these piles of shit and tries to figure it out. Because guess what? Now the real estate is not valuable.
Right, because you can't repurpose that many stores. It's just not possible.
Yeah,
Macy's, to me, what they do to apparel businesses is no different than like predatory lending. Making people take loans that they never really should have been taking, and then they go bankrupt. That's what they did to apparel companies.
Yeah.
It was criminal.
I don't feel bad for people that when times were good, you were super heavy-handed and used it as leverage to fuck people. If they didn't work well for you, you're fucked. And they were, if everyone did that and that was just status quo, I'd understand. They were uniquely bad.
Yeah.
So you know what? Fuck you.
And just so listeners who aren't in the apparel business, just to 30-second quickly explain what we're talking about. This is what Macy's does every year. Let's say they buy $1 million worth of your goods in the calendar year of 2019. What they do in 2020 January say, hey, to get the next order, we need a $300,000 discount on the next million. And it's this vicious cycle that you get in. And if you don't do it, you don't get the order, but you've already placed the inventory buy, and if you don't sell it to them, you're screwed because there's nowhere else to sell that stuff.
Yeah, what they're trying to do is protect their margin. They make Macy's essentially is not a retailer; they're a real estate company, and they're leasing you the space. And so they want to make this much money on the space, and so they protect their margin at all costs. So if they buy something from you for $10 and they sell it for $5 and their margin expectation is 40%, they're going to get their 40% out of you no matter what. It's despite the fact that they aren't able to sell it at full price or even a discounted price.
And here's the thing, when let's just say 2000 whatever, to be really dramatic, I'll say 2006, Macy's could make your whole business. Like, of course you're going to take that opportunity. And it means so much. It could make your brand, but they were using that power, in my opinion, to completely screw and literally bankrupt companies. So now the tides have changed, and you can go fuck yourself right off the S&P 500.
Love it.
Why don't you take all that space and make them freaking hospitals?
All right.
Assholes.